Damn. You know, it's been a long stream when the sound's not working. The quick recap is I've been busy. We missed 2 live streams. We're live now. Next Friday, we're gonna break down some Limestone Farms distillings. They sent samples over. They sent us like 4 of them. We'll break into those next Friday, or this coming Friday, whatever you want to word it. And then I had some company send me this. What is this? Is this like a receipt? I don't know what that is. Anyway, so they said if I like this, do a little review. Not on a live stream, obviously, but if I don't, then don't worry about it. I'm gonna break the box, ain't I? I'm gonna break the box. What is it? Dead bolted in here? What's happening? There it goes. Oh yeah, that's what the doctor ordered right here. Ooh. So it's a rocks glass. It's not just any rocks glass. It has a roulette wheel in there. I did set the other camera. It was my bad, guys. But let me see if you can get focused on it. Look at that. It's a working roulette wheel in the cup. Now, obviously, you got to just maybe, I don't know. How do you work it? Oh, there you go. Give a little spin. Where are we falling? Where are we falling? Oh, I'm gonna get addicted to doing this. Black 15. Somebody's got an itch for some gambling here. This is sick though. I think they have like a little Amazon store they want me to plug. I didn't get the links yet because I literally just got this out of the mail like 15 minutes ago. So that's pretty sick. Maybe we'll make an old fashioned here a little bit and I'll just sit here and spin this thing all night. So that's pretty cool. They must have saw the live stream with the gambling, you know? Anyways, so we're going to dive into a couple first impressions of some bottles. Let's see what's the lowest proof. We'll probably break into Pursuit first. We got a little Pursuit United bourbon. We got a little Starlight Carl T. Hubbard's Double Oak Special Release. This one's coming in at 115.2 proof. And then obviously we got the Green River Full Proof coming in at 118.1. I just noticed all my camera is definitely not focusing on that. But anyways, so I said we break into these. I have some other ones we can open up too, but I'm trying to save them. I can't blow my load in one night, you know? Anyways, let's check the chat. Thomas in the chat says, cheers, everyone. He also says no sound. I fixed the sound. That's my fault. You know, I'm a little rusty. Big Bob in the chat says, I can't hear. Hey, clean them out. He's like, it's working now. Thomas also says, just cracked a new bottle of Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye, 131.9 proof. Amazing. Be honest, when I go to the stores, I'm not seeing a lot of the Jacks with higher proofs anymore. Like you can find like 125-ish, you know, but to find in the 130s is a little bit rare nowadays. That's why I've been getting the 375 milliliter bottles. Most of those have higher proof. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. It's just what I see. So let's dive into this Pursuit United. If you guys don't already know, Pursuit United is like a podcast. So like, I don't know how many guys. I don't know too much about them, but I do know they had a podcast, pumped out some alcohol, and now they're like catching some hype from it. So again, I'll do like a full review later on, but for right now, we're gonna dive in. Just let you know if I think it's worth it so far. What was on the front of this thing? Yeah, 108 blended straight bourbon whiskeys. I know their double oak's been hyped up a lot. I couldn't get the double oak. I missed it by like a day. If you guys saw the bourbon haul video, that's what I thought I was getting, and then I ended up getting this because I didn't pay attention. I feel rusty. Bro, crazy legs on it though. That's got some oil to it, but it's First sip, decent. Decent. Nothing too special though. But my palate, I don't even remember the last time I drank. So it's been at least a week or two. At least a week or two. Tux says no sound. Tux, I think you're a little day late and a dollar short. You might be behind. Thomas says, been looking all summer for 115 plus proof new riff single barrel and finally got one 115.9. Very good. I mean, they're kind of all over the place here, but if you can see, like right on the edge of the screen, we got some new riffs. I opened them. I haven't reviewed them. I haven't done anything on stream, but I couldn't wait. I had to open those. The rye, money. The 8-year rye, money. They're 100 proof though, so that's only gimme. 8-year bourbon's pretty good as well. I have the Kentucky Straight malted rye sherry cask finish. I don't know. I'm a little hit or miss on that. And then I have my single barrel. What's the proof on this one? No, that one's only at 110.6. But that one's a little old. I've been holding on to that one. But they're everywhere here. What's the age on this? I have no idea. I didn't do too much research on the Pursuit. I have no idea, but I don't. Maybe the 3-4 years at best. Thomas says lots of lower proof on the shelf in Michigan for the new Rift. I've seen some lower stuff too, but I've seen new Rift around here lately, just kind of like trying to catch a little buzz going. Tuck says, "Hello, I'm just messing." I feel you. It's all right. You can mess. You can mess around. Overall, this is good. I believe it was like $49.99, $50, something like that. I'm pretty sure I would like the other offerings, maybe a little bit better. Maybe, yeah, no. I think I think I was so set on the double oak that I didn't even do any research on this one, so I don't know if I'm supposed to like it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if it's like hitting the marks. Taste wise, it's decent. It's nothing like to call home about. Maybe cool to have on the shelf, but I probably wouldn't buy a second bottle. It's just not. It's not doing a lot, you know. Like it's good. It's like a very good basic bourbon. I don't really get too much. I get a tiny bit of spice, some caramel. It's more of like a caramel bomb in a sense, but like a little dash of vanilla. But besides that, I'm not getting much. I don't know. We'll do a deeper dive review on this later on after I can take a look at the mash bills and stuff like that. Where's my energy drink? There we are. EH in the chat says, "Cheers, boys." BB? What's BB? BB for basic bourbon, or am I missing something? All right, this one I've been pumped to try. I've seen a lot of people kind of rave about this. Plus, I'm like trying to stack up my double oak so we can do a giant double oak blind. But this is gonna be Starlight Distilling Carl T. Hubbard's limited release double oak bourbon whiskey. It says bourbon whiskey finished in a second oak barrel. Don't know why that's on there because I feel like that's implied, but okay. This is a select batch from Sealbox, whatever. 115.2 proof, a 4-year age French oak. So I'm thinking, if, you know what I mean, like just me off the top, if I was reading this, oh, it says Carl T is our small batch signature bourbon named after a 4th generation family member, Carl Theodore Hubbard. After a minimum of 4-year aging in a new charred French oak, this Carl T batch was transferred into an unused charred oak barrel and aged for an additional 4 to 8 months. This process provides intense oak notes, enhanced vanilla flavors, and mellow rye spice. Mellow rye spice. Wait, okay, pause on that real quick. Tuck says, I see your whiskey and I raise you a martini. Oh, Big Bob. I didn't know he was still in here. That's my bad. Tuck says, I love Big Bob's. That's funny. Anyways, so what I was saying before is if I was reading just the front, with the French oak, I'd be thinking like double oak. So you're probably thinking obviously more oak in it, maybe some chocolate notes in it. I usually get that from double oaks. Mixing with some vanilla, be like a little chocolate vanilla swirl sometimes. I will say, I've been preaching saying I want like chocolate notes, and malt does that. I don't think I'm a big malt guy. Just saying. Just gonna throw that out there ahead of time. This is not malt, but I don't know if I'm a fan. Got to do my research before I bash my people, you know. Gotta give them a fair shake before I rip them over the coals. Can I get this off too? No. All right. Hold up. Just saying. I'm just saying. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Starlight Distilling. What does it say? Bourbon, Indiana. Tuck says a great pair of Big Bobs. Too old for Big Bobs. Oh, New Glen. What are we? It's our first day here. What are we doing? I'm a little rusty, boys. That's all. I will say, like, it's got some decent color to it, and in the bottle, it really kind of has a little more oomph to it. But it doesn't. Like, I have that Nulu. That Nulu looks like chocolate syrup compared to this. I may be disappointed here, boys. Tuck says, okay, I can tell I played out that joke. Yeah, I would. I think maybe it's finished. Boys, if you haven't already, like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. We do go live every Friday, you know, when I'm not busy, apparently. Apparently, that should be the new saying. But yeah, feel free to drop a little like on the stream. Bro, I'm not really picking up too much. I obviously get some oak, but I get a little too much ethanol for what I'm liking here. I was expecting it to be just packed full of flavor. But now I'm thinking it's going to be like the equivalent to like a Penelope to double oaked. You know, now that I say that out loud, I probably would like that actually. Let's just see what the palate's like. Oh, that motherfucker gave me chills. What's the mash bill? Bro, I should have looked at mash bills. That definitely has some rye to it, right? That was pretty good. See if I can't pull. Hold on. We're getting there. I'm fine the mash bill on this. All right, it's gonna be 51% corn, 20% rye, 20% malted barley, and it looks like 9% wheat. Let me get this off there now. Okay, one more sip. That's really good. It's not like a normal double oak though, right? Like if you pull up that Nulu, you go to Woodford's. I haven't had the can't even remember the other one right now. All of the other double oaks for me so far that I've had kind of fall in the same line. Some are better, some are not, right? But it's all fairly close. This one's like completely different. This one is more vanilla up front, hits you with tons of vanilla. You got some caramel in there, but it's like more like a salted caramel vibes. You get some rye spice though that kind of like comes towards the mid palate that brings a nice little spices into it after you get the caramel vanilla, right? Normally like normal bourbon in a sense, you're just like boom, caramel, vanilla, done. This one brings a nice little wave of rye spice on the end. Finish, decent. I'd say medium to long, but bro, it's that French oak money. 115 proof. I'd say the nose sucks. I didn't get shit from the nose. Just like I got basic stuff, but I didn't get rye from it. Yeah, no, I'm not getting her from there. But I was like, palate's where it's at. Miss Mom in the chat, welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. Tuck says, I like my whiskey like I like my jokes. What? Raw and unfiltered? Uncut, unfiltered? This one, again, I believe is closer to like the $50 range. I know, like me personally, I would prefer like a Woodford's. I would prefer like the Nulu. So I probably choose those first. But if you're looking for a different double oak, this would be a decent pickup for around the $50 to $60 range. But you got to know going in, like it's not like the other ones. Tater Dom in the chat says, cheers, call me old fashioned, and everyone. Tater Dom, cheers. Welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. Glad you can make it. It's decent. I think I really want to sit down and kind of like mull over all these just to make sure, like, again, these are just first impressions. Not like all super in-depth reviews. I'm not really trying to pick out every little piece of it, but that one was decent. Let's dive into number 3, a little Green River Full Proof. Now, full disclosure, I've already had this. Eric sent in a little sample. Delicious. Reminded me of Thin Mints. It's the only reason I bought this again is because it reminded me of Thin Mints. But I want to make sure that mine also is very similar, right? So if it's similar, this would probably be one of the best values you can get for a bourbon. This is Green River Foolproof Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. 118.1 proof. This is coming in right under 50 bucks. All these basically are 50 bucks. So, Thomas says, lost my smell after COVID. Not my taste buds, thank goodness. Thomas, yeah, my after COVID, my nose has never really been the same. My smell goes in and out. But the one thing that I can always say is, like, if I focus on, like, trying to smell, like, whatever I'm, like, smelling, like, I usually can pick it up. But I can't just, like I can just go through, I'm not smelling nothing. If I pull up a glass, try to, usually I can still get it. Thomas says, Green River Foolproof is awesome and only 50 bucks. So I hear. So I hear. The one thing I don't like about bottles is when they put this fake green money looking thing on them. I feel like it's tacky. I don't think you need that. A little orange label, something that goes with this. Maybe just have it say foolproof. Just saying it. I'm not being picky. I'm just looking out for you guys. Okay. Not as good as the last one, but decent. Now, I did have the mash bill for Green River pulled up. 70% grown corn, Kentucky grown corn. Don't let me fool you. 21% rye, 9% malted barley. So that is the mash bill for this one. But the question is can I get my little thin mint tasting note out of this again? If we can, money. The issue is that I know what I'm looking for in it now, so like I already know I can pull it out. I get the mocha note. Let's see if we can get the mint note still. Mr. Mom says GRFP is solid as fuck. Green River Foolproof. Ugh. Yeah, that's really good. I will say, the sample Eric sent in, it had a little bit more mint aspect to it, so where it really felt like thin mints. The mint's still there. It's very subtle. Like you gotta like drink it slow to pull it out. The little chocolate note, the little cocoa note in there, it's there. Again, not super prominent, but it's there. So again, worth it to me then. The proof is right in the money. What are we talking about? Tuxas says, always carrying some tater tots so she can say, eat me. What? What are you talking about, bro? Needs to double down, always be carrying tater tots. Bro, you just walking around with tater tots in your pocket? I'm confused. Tuck says, be back, y'all. Gotta run for a tad. He's probably getting tater tots. Thomas says, picked up Southern Star High Rye Bourbon from North Carolina and others, or the other day. 39 bucks, not too shabby. Got a little tickle in my throat. I will say I was in North Carolina multiple times in the past week, 2 weeks. I'm never even attempting to go bourbon hunting in North Carolina again. Never gonna happen. A waste of time. I was pissed. I was in kind of like East North Carolina. I was by Fayetteville. I was by Charlotte, and a little north of Charlotte as well. I went to a few different liquor stores, just kind of popping in, like, ooh, what they got. Like, the most exciting thing they had was Woodford's Double Oak. I think one was like a pick, like an ABC pick. Pointless. Also, liquor stores in North Carolina don't carry champagne, wine, or beer, which also is annoying. It's strictly just the liquor. They're not open on Sundays. They're like banker's hours. They're like opening up at 9, 10 o'clock, and they're closing by like 8, 9 o'clock. What are we doing? Just saying, that's my thoughts. I'm not a big fan of North Carolina liquor system. North Carolina itself is beautiful, but you ain't going to catch me going, ooh, I need to go bourbon hunting there again. I went up for that first wedding like a few hours earlier than I normally would have, just to like hit a few stores. A waste of time. This one by far, out of the three, is definitely my favorite. Pursuit was good, kind of basic, but like decent, right? Nothing wrong with it. The double oak, you know me with double oaks. I love a good double oak. I also got that one thinking like, hey, I want to find one that is a higher proof. 115 is higher proof to me compared to like the 90, 92s. So it has a proof aspect, but it's not the same as what I was expecting. That wasn't the exact profile I was trying to like replicate at a higher proof, but it's unique. I like it. It's different. This one's more of like that budget friendly with also getting some higher proof. And I also caught this one at Total Wine, so I could just walk in, pick it up. So I like being able to walk in somewhere and pick something up too. Have you guys seen the quarter game with this? There's a little slit right here. Apparently, if you have 2 bottles, you just flick a quarter or a nickel, whatever you want to play with. Flick it back and forth. Whoever can get in that slot then has to take a sip or a shot or a drink, whatever you're doing. Bro, I can't stop coughing right now for some reason. Anyway, what are you guys drinking on? You drinking on a little Green River? Or are you guys doing something different? That cork's fucking in there, ain't it? So, these are good. But again, not my favorite. I will say, this bottle, I'm almost upset I drank so much that first night. Nulu Double Oak Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Wheated, 122 proof. One of the Seal Box Selects. This one, oh, bro, this one's so good. This Double Oak got everything I want in it. Sweetness level, it's got the proof aspect to it. It's got the chocolate note that I like in an old fashioned as well. Overall, just a banger. The issue with it is it sold out like the moment I made the video. Not because of my video, just in general. Ashley says, need to try Green River. None for me tonight. On call, possible weather. For possible weather? Ashley, you mean like on call for as like a nurse, firefighter, police? Or are you like a storm chaser? Because that'd be even sicker. The Green River's really good though. I knew it was gonna be good when I got it, so like this isn't nothing groundbreaking for me. I've already had a sample of it, so I knew this would be decent. But for right around 50 or less, this one may be one of the better value bourbons that I could possibly recommend. That It has a little mint, a little chocolate notes. So it reminds me of like Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies. I'm a fat kid at heart anyway, so, or in general. You know what? Let me do this. Just for science, you know? Because I just took a sip of that water. And that chocolate and mint note came out like crazy. That's kind of a lot, right? Put a couple drops of water in it to see if it opens up. That's not the proper way to add water, by the way. That's all I had at the moment. That water did like weird shit to that. Like it made it feel like there's more ethanol, but the mint note came out like punch you in the fucking face style, which is good to me. I like it. Probably won't do that again because that's weird. But for science, I'm here for it. It's like all mint right now. It's crazy that adding water made the ethanol feel a little more potent there. I'm here for it though. Always here for it. Anyway, so I'll let you guys kind of. I think the kid's getting put down in the crib now. We have to use our inside voices. This is Bourbon ASMR with Call Me Old Fashioned. Kidding. I'm not going to go that far. I can break down the new rift. There's no way I can do all three. That'd be crazy. So I'll let you guys kind of vote. You want the sherry finished, 8-year bourbon, or 8-year rye? You think maybe the water needed to be room temperature? Because that was ice water. Like it was cold. Ashley said, "Show snow shift supervisor." Ashley, are you in like Canada or something? Like, where is it snowing right now? I'm like the farthest thing from snowing right now. I live in obviously Florida, hence the Dolphins. Thomas says rye. Glad you said rye, bro. I love the rye. This one, like, still, maybe I didn't put enough water. I don't know. Now I'm just over here thinking. Because it wasn't that oily to begin with, but that did weird shit to it. Overall, still banger. Let's see, a little new riff. Rye. I feel like every time I get a rye, I'm like, this is my new favorite rye. No, it still doesn't beat the Rocket Top from Redwood, but it's Really good. Mash bill is 95.5, 95 rye, 5% malted barley. Let's see, what's the, yeah, it says aged at least 8 years. What I hear them doing as well is like they're mixing some like 10-year age with like some 6-year age, stuff like that too. So I could be wrong, but that's just what I hear through the grapevine. It is 100 proof. When I got them, I didn't realize they were 100 proof. I didn't know. Thomas says, "What's proof on that rye? 100 proof." Crazy, right? If they put 8 years on, I was expecting it to be like 110, 105, something like that, but they're all 100 proof. The 8-year bourbon's 100 proof. The 8-year rye is 100 proof. The only time they really go above the 100 proof for some reason is the single barrels and these the malted rye, because that's barrel proof, and the barrel proof on this is like 111.5, which isn't even that much. Like, it's a lot, but like not comparatively. So very weird. All right. Ashley says rye. Ashley, I do think you're a little delayed in the stream. It's okay. So if you guys remember, I opened this up on our last live stream, right? Just kind of open up. Bro, it reminds me of Christmas, right? You guys remember I played the Christmas music? I was like,
Last year I thought about how things can come around just like that if everyone...
Mr. Joker says, "What's up, family? Call me old fashioned. Let's go." Mr. Joker, you're late, bud. You're late. You missed all the first impressions except for this one, but we've already done this one. We're just bringing her back. Thomas says the new 11-year overhaul is 100 proof also. Ashley says Northern Arizona. Ooh, so like over there, like by Page, Arizona. I love Page, Arizona. That and like right there at Utah, the Zion. I'm a big fan of Zion too. I didn't know it's snowing over there right now. I'll pull you over, Mr. Joker. That way everybody has proof that you're here. Joker says, "I'm finally able to get notifications when you go live." Been live for like 40 minutes, bud. Where's the notification at? YouTube's trying to block me, bro. I know that. I was cruising on the watch time, and all of a sudden I went to a dead halt. I stopped posting videos too, but that's on me. Do you guys also make your labels rematch up? Or is that just a me thing? Let's slide this to the side. Refresh the palette. Not sponsored by Celsius, but these are very good. I did see, like, down here in Florida, we're getting a little bit of cooler weather. I'm digging the fall feels, right? I can't wait for winter, though. I love the cold. You know what's crazy is this rye, the new Rift, Kentucky Straight Rye, 8-year, when on the nose, is very similar to the bourbon. Very smooth. Obviously, you get rye notes, but like it just kind of feels the same. I don't know how to describe it. It has that same New Riff smell. You know, like when you open up like new shoes, right? It has like new shoe smell. This has like new Rift smell. What did I do, bro? I'm dying. All of a sudden I have like an itch in my throat I can't get out. Bro, this thing's delicious. The only knock on it, it's only 100. For 100 proof, it drinks really well, but what I would give to be like 112. Give me a... So, I understand. Get the marketing out. Start selling it, right? Sell the 8-year. But then do like an 8-year or a 10-year, like full proof, cask strength, whatever you want to word it. Run me something like that. Joker says, where did you get the recommendations to try some new drinks? Joker, I may be confused with the question. Where did you get the recommendation to try some new drinks? It's kind of what I do, Joker. I kind of like just try new drinks all the time. New pours. Unless you're talking about my cocktail thing, the old fashioned stuff I did last live stream. I'm confused. Elaborate and list it. Okay. Ashley says more towards Flagstaff. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know shit about shit, but isn't that like south? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Oh. So I must have just bypassed Flagstaff when I went. Yeah, because I went from Page down to like Cameron, and then I went to the Grand Canyon, right? And then I just kind of cut through, went completely straight south on that, whatever road that is, down by Grand Junction or Grand Canyon Junction, all the way down to Williams, then back over towards Vegas. So I missed Flagstaff by like an inch on the computer. That's kind of, I mean, it's kind of middle, I guess. Middle, northern middle. I don't know. I didn't know it could snow that low, though. But that does mean it's snowing in Arizona, or in Zion, Utah. Maybe we need to take a trip. Mr. Joker says, so when you get new drinks to try, how do you normally find out what to try or to drink? Mr. Joker, I feel like you're trying to be the Riddler right now, but recommendations come from all over the place for me. Like some people drop it in the Discord to say, hey, go try this. I watch videos on YouTube sometimes, and I'll see somebody pick it up and go, wow, that's amazing. And I go, I want something that's amazing. I have a couple Facebook groups I'm in. I see a lot of people like drop random stuff and go, hey, this one's a good one. So I just I use a little bit of everything to pick what I want. But I also know, like for like this, for example, New Rift, I love the single barrel. Their bourbon, at least. And I as soon as I saw them in the works of an 8-year, I said, I need to be on the lookout for what they're coming up with next. Any kind of distillery, for that matter, like if you find something that you like, and this goes to everybody, if you find something that you like, you know, if you're on social media, go follow them on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube sometimes, And a lot of times their social media is going to tell you before their like website would, right? Or their emailing list would, of like what they're coming up with. Like I know Redwood Empire, I have their Van Dusen, right? We haven't done a full review on that yet. I don't know if I like it, to be honest. But like I knew when that was releasing, so I was able to buy it on the website like that. Just like I know they're about to come out with the Devil's Tower and the Screaming Titan, because they just released their Foggy Bureau on their website. I don't want that one either. It's single malt, so y'all can go buy that stuff. But I kind of keep an eye on them, right? I kind of follow them on social media. So like when a distillery I like posts something that's coming up, I know what to look for. So I kind of stay within a couple of the same distilleries. So you can kind of see from like right here, Salt Redwood. The rest of the shelf is New Rift. You know, right here I got a bunch of Still Austin, you know, some Wild Turkey, Old Forester, Russell's, Little Angels, basic stuff. This is the little Buffalo Trace lineup, and I got a bunch of random stuff here. So I just kind of pull from all over. Thomas says, last time I was in Flagstaff, it was 115 in 1973. 115 degrees. You got to leave. Joker says, sweet. Thomas says, on July 3rd. Where'd you go for 4th of July then? Ash says, Thomas, that's gross. Haven't seen those tones. Ashley says, 40-ish miles, you missed it. I did. I missed it. We were hitting a bunch of stuff. I started in Vegas that trip. I went over to Zion. We did like a helicopter tour, stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. We drove over to Page, and we did Horseshoe Bend. We did Antelope Canyon. We did some dune buggy thing through the desert. That was really cool there. Left the next day, drove to Grand Canyon, stopped over by like Route 66, went over to Hoover Dam, stopped at a few other random places, but then back to Vegas. So it was a fun little circle road trip for while we were over there. Let me see something real quick. Let me check. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. No, I don't see anything somewhat newer on social media. I was trying to find an example. I will say, like, for example, like Redwood Empire, I don't think you'll be able to see this. They have like, hey, with our pipe dream, you can make an espresso, what do they call it? Espresso and tonic, and they use the Redwood Empire. So you can find different cocktails with different bourbons that you like, or whiskeys, whatever, by just following them on social media. Redwood's really good. They make tons of different cocktails. Same thing with Still Austin. Always new kind of creative and fun cocktails. You can kind of look on there for the cocktail end. JC in the chat. About time, bud. You've been missing. I've been missing too, but you've been missing. It says, glad Helene and Milton didn't get your whiskey collection. They came close. They came close. They missed me, though. They missed me. It was touch and go there for a minute. It was a little rough one of the days. I can't remember. Helene was definitely worse. Milton got closer, but we didn't lose power either time. But it flickered. It flickered. Real windy the first time. I was like, oh, everybody around me lost it except for my neighborhood. I was somehow lucky enough. So, apartments sometimes and they get lucky. But yeah, no, I've been devastated. If it somehow a tornado came and sucked all my bourbon out of here, if I had to restart, I don't know if I would. I'd probably just stick with a couple basic things. We have tons of reviews to do. We still got to do the Green River, the Pursuit, Starlight. Obviously, we got to do the New Riff stuff, 8-year rye, 8-year bourbon, sherry cask. What else we got to do on here? I'll do some of the older stuff too when we get to it. But I did the Red Corn. We got the Redwood Empire Van Dusen straight rye. I need more time to like think on that one though. Jason says, sorry, I've been working. Actually still at work, but waiting on a customer to pay before I can help the next one. Hey, I'm glad you're working though. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're tuning in anyway. Damn, bro, you're working late right now. I've been busy too. I have missed the last 2 live streams because we have tons of weddings we do. And it's going to start slowing down here shortly. I told everybody that October is the craziest month for me. So as soon as we get past October, we'll be back to a little bit smoother sailings. So still have some weddings here and there, but nowhere near like October. So Ashley's on call. She can't drink. Thomas, what are you drinking on? Mr. Joker, what you sipping on? JC, I know you're at work, so I know you're not drinking nothing. Big Bob, if you're still here, what you sipping on? A little Bud Light? I gotta check the scores here. $20-6. Gators whooping them, boys. Tuck says, always carry some tater tots so she can... Did I scroll? Oh, I scrolled back. That's my fault. I was like, I just swore that was like forever ago. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to pop on a quick live, pop open some bottles, have some fun with you guys. If you guys are heading out, I think I'm going to go ahead and close her down, right? This isn't our typical live stream, so I didn't expect everybody to show up. But next Friday, we will be live. Normal time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe we'll have some special guests. Maybe we'll drink some bourbons, make some cocktails, have some fun with it. So if you haven't already, ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I will see you on the other side. Peace. Gotta get a little bird.